You are now listening to No Dumb Idea.
No dumb idea. No dumb idea.
You are now listening to No Dumb Idea.
Hi guys, welcome back to No Dumb Idea. You know, your favorite pop culture podcast that you don't listen to. I'm Gibbledang.
I'm Gymleadernate as well.
And I'm Dala, just your podcast rascal here.
Oh, yeah, you got the three little rascals over here. And you know what? Long time no see, everybody. I feel like we've what is it? Oh, this is so funny. Yeah, we've taken a little bit of a break, kind of just everyone's
Hiatus.
over here gathering our bearings. Yeah, we're back. We're back with another episode. It's been about, I think, 2 months since we recorded.
Maybe
Let's do some
recorded, yeah.
housekeeping. Yeah, how's everybody doing? How's everyone's weeks, months going?
Doing all right. Just It's really just a busy time of year. A lot of work, and schoolwork and actual work. So it's one of those things. Sometimes it's just there's just a couple of like a 6-week period where it just seems all like kind of signing myself up for too much, and it takes me a long time to adjust.
I think that, yeah, that's a fair thing to say. It's an adjustment kind of period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me this whole month, basically. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I was asking, are you excited for Pokemon, Nate?
I mean,
pulled me
it's hard to
off
get
guard, I
excited.
don't know.
It's hard to get excited for something that's like a year away. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm
It's the
I'm
first
not
time
really
that-
holding my breath.
It looks good. It looks good. That's the thing. I was really excited for Pokemon. And, then the trailer came out. And I didn't get any more excited. I was just like, oh, okay, like, this is cool. But now it just looks like a normal game of the times. And I was
Yep.
almost disappointed by the fact that, like, it looks like a good game, but I'm just like, God damn, it took Game Freak, 10 years to make a game that looks like it came out in maybe 2019,
Damn.
Yeah.
So,
Well, look
I'm
at their other
excited
game
still.
for the PS5, the whatever Beast one.
oh
That
yeah,
one
I'm
looks
interested
like a
in that
modern
one.
game.
Yeah.
I don't think they're really doing
think
much
also-
for it, though. But yeah.
I think also a big thing is that they've explored a lot of different looking styles of games, and it's just like I feel like we've gotten a lot of tropics recently
Mhm.
in Pokemon, and
think
just
so.
I say recently as in the last 15 years I've been playing Pokemon out of the 30 I've been playing Pokemon.
Mhm.
It's just like I feel like
Which is
I don't know,
half.
I feel like
That's a lot.
we're not, at a certain point, it just kind of all looks, it's starting to officially all look the same as well.
Sure. Yeah.
Where I'm just like, there's something about it where it's just like the deep joy that I usually would feel at these announcements has left me.
yeah, I
Hmm.
definitely think, that excitement hasn't been there, and maybe that's just coming with age. But
Yeah.
either
Might be
way,
getting that age.
we will get into Pokemon later, so I do want to cap it right for the time being. But
Sure.
I would overall. I'm excited. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. It looks like a it looks like a game. It just looks like a game. It doesn't look
Goddamn.
like anything that's gonna blow me away, or I'm not like,
Yeah.
whoa, what's this? What's that? Look at this gameplay. There's stuff like, oh, people are like, oh, there's dynamic lighting, and oh, there's actual water physics. I'm like, yeah, games have had this for years.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. I think
um,
they're finally catching up.
A little bit. A little bit.
but they've
Yeah,
always
or
been, they've always
starting
been,
to.
Nintendo and their consoles have always been like 5 years behind everything. So
Sure.
and it's been like that for 15 years. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, they emphasize gameplay over typically, but I don't know if Pokemon does. That's the other part, though. Because I think of like most first party Nintendo games, I'm like, okay, they're usually pretty fun, like, or innovative in some form,
Yeah,
or they
yeah.
try new shit. I don't know Pokemon personally, but like Splatoon
it's-
and shit.
It's funny because people are saying like, oh, the problem with Pokemon is Game Freak. Because you look at Pokopia, which just came out, which was made by a different company, and it's the
Oh, nice.
highest
I
rated
didn't know that.
Pokemon game in like 10 years.
I mean, I'm sure
Right.
they've become complacent, just cranking out Pokemon at
Yeah.
the request of Nintendo, probably. So that's why I'm curious
And
about
it's
that
gonna-
new PS5 game, because I mean, I know they're not the only ones making it, and I'm sure they barely have any, like, or they're probably like doing like half of the work. But still,
Which
I'm like,
PS5 game?
it's something Beasts. Let me see. It's like it looks fucking crazy. I did not know it was
Like
Game
another
Freak.
monster
RPG.
collector?
No,
It's
like
a
a
RPG, but there's a lot of
JRPG.
monster based. Like I've heard people joke that rejected Pokemon designs are in it.
That's
Let me see
funny.
what the name of it is called. So it's something Beasts or some bullshit.
It's like Beasts of Fruition or some shit like that. I don't know if that's
Beasts
actually
of
it, but it's
Reincarnation.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, wow.
You were
Shit.
close, yeah. It looks like you have a Princess Mononoke, big fucking wolf with you. Like, it
Yeah.
looks kind of like a JRPG slash maybe like. I mean, I need to see the gameplay again, but it reminds me of like you move around like Elden Ring or something, style.
Nice.
That's why I'm like, it looks cool. Like, it's fun. I didn't know what it was, and that looked like a generic like action adventure game. And then when I saw Game Freak logo, I was like, now I'm intrigued. Like, interesting. What the hell? Like,
Yeah. Which
I don't know
they
if I'll
made
get it, but yeah.
They made a game. I mean, I don't think it. I don't know if it flopped or if it just went under the radar. But they made a game
Mhm.
like 5 years ago that was. I think you
Did
play
they?
as an elephant or something.
Oh,
it's like
is
a
it with the one
side
with the bazooka?
scroller.
You like an
I
elephant with
think
a bazooka
so.
or some bullshit?
Maybe.
Let me see. I have the Wikipedia open. Let me pull it up real quick. But yeah, no, it's weird when they make games that is not Pokemon, which they do relatively fucking every now and then.
Okay.
What are the-
But yeah. So
Tembo the Badass Elephant.
Tembo. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
And just for my week, the only big thing. I mean, I've been working on a lot of art pieces, so stay tuned. But
Big
also,
thing.
I've been playing Resident Evil Requiem, and so that's been
Mm.
fucking fun.
No spoil. I'm not looking. I don't know
I mean-
anything about it because I have no way of playing it.
Yeah, I mean,
jealous.
I'd say come over and play it, but I don't know. Whenever you have time, it's gonna take like a while.
Let's say I can't unless I'm spending the night at your house and
That's-
I'm there
yeah.
for like 12. If you're okay with me sitting on the couch for 12 hours of the day,
That's why I
doing
was like-
nothing, that's
mean,
how
I
I
don't-
play games.
That's what I was like. I wouldn't mind, but that's why I was like, I don't know if you would have the time to do that. That's why. But the funny thing actually I did want to point out. This isn't a spoiler. When I played it,
it's gonna be
coincidentally, Lag K came over and we were playing the beginning part. And
Oh.
Resident Evil 9 is where I finally learned how expensive cigarettes are. Because
Okay.
there's a poster that's like cigarettes and they're like $10.50 or some shit, like $10. I was like, God damn. And Lag was like,
It's not
dude, that's
that
actually, he's like, that's actually
Yeah.
pretty cheap. It's like 30% off. That's
Yeah.
like, and I was like,
For
whoa, what the-
California, that's all right.
Yeah, I did not register. Like, also
That's so
in Resident
funny.
Evil, they're more advanced. They have, instead of 7-Up, they have 9-Up. Those are the two big takeaways for Resident Evil 9.
Oh, that's funny.
Play
That's
it. It's
so funny.
perfect. It's
Do
all
they
it's
have,
fun.
do they have
Hmm?
DNL? Do you
They
remember
do
DNL?
actually.
I remember DNL.
You
I
remember
don't actually.
DNL?
God.
What?
Is that a real thing? What
It
the
was-
fuck is
this-
It,
It's 7-Up upside
was-
down.
Oh,
Yeah, they
this
made
bitch. No.
They made it. No, they made a drink called. That's a real thing. They made a drink called DNL. I
They,
forgot
it was a
God.
whole
what the
ad.
difference
It was like an
was.
ad campaign. I don't think there. I thought there wasn't any. I thought that was the whole gimmick was that they were like DNL. This is lime lemon soda. It's
Stupid.
like instead of lemon lime soda.
That's funny.
Nice.
Well, from-
I fucking missed that somehow. But
For my, I guess for my couple of months, last couple of weeks, I've been filming the shop. That's been so much fun. That's been very fulfilling. Finally being able to regularly act and it's very fulfilling. I mean, we have, I think, 8 episodes in the pipeline. We've filmed about 7 of them, or at least I've filmed like my share of them. But it's been so much fun. In between that, I got my wisdom teeth taken out. That took about, I mean, the first week was really rough. Obviously swollen face, not being able to eat anything. For me though, I took it as a blessing because I think we've even talked about this on the podcast before, but like trying to cool it on drinking and like even being more conscious about why we're doing it. And you know, just last year I spent way too much time drinking and it was just not a good thing. And it made me feel like shit. So I've been sober from alcohol for I think 3 months now. Or fuck, I can't.
Since like January? Or started like New Year's?
Late December. So I guess, well, that'd only be 2 months then, right? I think
2.5.
Yeah.
Depends on,
but
I guess.
Yeah.
Over 2.
So like 2-ish months. And you know, the hardest thing for me was that I've been wanting to smoke weed. Like it was always kind of easy for me to stop drinking. But smoking weed was so fucking hard because like there was so many times where I'm like, oh, I'll quit, and then I had nothing kind of telling me, nothing to reinforce that. You know what I mean? Like I'd try to quit, and then I'd be like, oh god, you know, whatever, it's fine, we can do it tomorrow. But getting my wisdom teeth taken out forced me to quit cold turkey, especially because I was like, oh fuck that, I don't want any dry socket, I don't want any pain or anything like that. Yeah. So I've been sober now for about, well, from weed, like I've been sober for 3 weeks now. And yeah, nice. I mean,
congrats.
Not trying to air out too much laundry, yeah, but just this is the longest I've been sober and like cognitive in the last decade, I feel. And it just feels it's very refreshing, very nice, you know. So there's that. That's a big achievement that I'm really proud of. As well as the shop. I've also been, because I had so much time off, I got back into Dragon Quest. Oh my god, such a good fucking RPG. Such a good RPG. My first exposure to that was Smash Bros. With the DLC fucking Hero.
Fucking Hero, yeah. Everyone's probably introduction to a new game.
That's
in that franchise, like if they're in that game.
That's so I would play as him, not knowing anything about him, and then I was like, oh my god, I love his playstyle, I love all of this, and then I looked up, you know, the games that they were from, or that they are, and I think for the first Dragon Quest game I played was 6 years ago. It was like when I first moved over here, and it was Dragon Quest 11. And I think I put 100 hours into that. And yeah, super fun. Oh my god, you give me an RPG where I could change my clothes and
not Pokemon apparently.
Well, no, unfortunately.
You can.
Not that kind. Not that
You
kind.
can change your
of
shoes.
clothes, though. Well, I want no. I want like, oh, okay, you got the running shoes, but now your agility is +2. Like, I want those kinds of equipments.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Not just like customizable.
Aesthetic.
You know, I want to make my character beefy. Yeah. So there's and then I beat Dragon Quest 7 when I had my wisdom teeth taken out, and that was like an additional 70 hours. And now I'm playing Dragon Quest 3. Which is, the Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake, which is beautiful.
Nice.
It's a beautiful looking game. It's just, it is an HD 2D remake.
Is it in 2D?
And
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pixelated. It looks so good. It's got like the dynamic lighting that we're talking about. You see the lights shining through the trees and like glimmers and all that stuff.
Oh, one
it's
of
a really
those.
good looking game.
Nice.
Yeah. And Dragon Quest 3. 333. That leads to my next. Well, that leads to the topic of this episode. Threes, baby.
Ooh.
Which it's very funny because Nate would always say, it's a Gibbledang episode when it focuses on a number.
Yeah. The 100.
There was another time where I pointed that out. I can't remember the examples now, but at the time I remember I counted off like 3 different episodes we had done recently that all had a number tied to it.
97 because X-Men 97.
Yeah. Class of 90 some.
Class of 94.
94.
It was 94. That's right, because I thought it was a fucking reference to the movie, which was funny. I was just like, what the fuck? Why are you doing this movie? It's like, oh, never
Coming
mind.
soon, Gibbledang's episode about the Jim Carrey movie 23.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
Actually,
God.
100 and what's your next episode would be 106. Let's see, what is that episode going to be? 106.
666. I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's a trio. It's a good trio. 666.
Yeah, there you go.
So good.
So yeah, this episode, and honestly, I think it's very funny. Earlier I was like, "Holy shit!" Today's March 3rd. It's 3-3.
It is 3-3 that we're recording.
God damn.
It just so happens.
Yeah.
If we had recorded this a
2026.
week sooner, it could have come out on 3-3. Damn.
Two divided or
Close
6
one.
divided by 2 is 3. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Number 20.
you're actually Jim Carrey. This is your 23, like the version.
Yeah, it's
God,
all 3.
before- okay.
Surprise. It's going to haunt you.
You just
Now
see
that we
threes everywhere.
mentioned him again, I did want to have.
Mm.
There was a point where I'm like, do I want to do a slight pivot to conspiracy theories on this episode?
Yeah,
Because people, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but
sure.
I understand with the release of all the Jeffrey Epstein stuff that now a lot of people are like, holy shit, a lot of conspiracy theories might have been true about things. But now it's like people have no. What is it? Like, now people
They've
are
abandoned common
overanalyzing.
sense.
Exactly.
Like-
Now all of a sudden, Jim Carrey's a clone.
overanalyze.
This isn't the Jim Carrey I grew up with. There's something about Jim Carrey getting Botox recently, and he made
He
an
got a
appearance.
bunch of plastic surgery.
Yeah.
And now people are like, this isn't Jim Carrey. This is a clone. I know what a clone looks like. And it's just the most brain dead,
Well, then there was also that guy that was like, it was me. Here's the mask. And it's like AI picture of like a fake empty mask.
Yeah.
Like it was just
Mhm.
like, I don't know. I mean, for clout, but yeah, it was just fucking. Oh my god.
I do think it's a result of
Oh,
the
100%.
Jeffrey Epstein stuff. Like,
Yeah,
now
100%.
people are just open to believing it, but now there's no like critical thinking. It's just
Yeah,
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say it is tough to believe because it's like a lot of the stuff that are conspiracy theories that I grew up with. I'm just like, what the fuck? That was real? Like what? And like, there's a lot of my like childhood. I feel like that feels almost manufactured, and I'm like, I don't blame a lot of people, but put a little
Yeah,
more effort
yeah.
into thinking back. Like, hold on,
Yeah, come
like what are like Occam's razor, or whatever was the.
Well,
fucking-
that's the
I don't
other
know
thing
if that's
too,
the-
is that like, it's like just like real life. None of the actual conspiracy theories that were being peddled around the internet before this all came out were actually true. It ended up being a different subset of people under different circumstances, under different so many things about it were different. But everyone's just like, oh, famous people did bad stuff, therefore all of it's true.
It
And
all
it's like
happens,
even that is just like a complete short circuit of logic that people don't.
It's like look into it more. Like just again, it's like take a second.
Everybody's now like insisting that like Pizzagate and all that shit was true too because
It's like, not
because of
everything.
the Epstein stuff, and it's like most likely there's a version of all of these things. There's
Yeah.
pieces that are true that when you put all those individual pieces together make the actual reality, but
Mhm.
those pieces existing doesn't justify the rest of all of your cockamamie bullshit.
Because
Sure,
now
yeah.
people are all, speaking of the pizza stuff, now people are looking at the Ellen DeGeneres offering pizza at the Oscars or some shit. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, they were trying
It's
to fucking tell us
cold.
the whole it's no, she's trying to be like quirky Chungus and fucking
I
be
didn't even
super
hear about
funny
this.
and get
I don't
pizza."
know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't, who cares? Anyways.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of threes,
Speaking of threes, conspiracy threes,
Ooh.
yeah, the topic of this week it's going to be trios. It's going to be trios. We're going to talk about what we think some of the best trios are in movies, in comic books, in video games, cartoons, a trio of characters. And then we could also kind of divulge that and take the individual property, or like an individual movie, for example, and make a trio with a different property, or like a different, preferably keep movies with movies.
That's
yeah,
fair.
not like, oh, you should watch a movie and then go play this game. Like this movie,
Yeah,
this
play-
game.
Play Silent Hill 1, watch Silent Hill 2, the movie, and then play the Pachinko game for the third.
And then go take a walk in the fog.
At least
and I
those
think
are
that's
all-
a really good trio.
Yeah, ooh, actually, that's not bad. To be fair, at least those are all in the same franchise, with Fog.
Yeah. So just for the
Fog
second one,
franchise.
so for the movie trio example, and we could also talk about good movie trilogies, but for the movie trio example, I want to say Evil Dead, Drag Me to Hell. I mean, those two are made by the same director. It's not explicitly said that they're not in the same universe, but it's the exact same vibe. And then we got Graveyard Shift. That one takes place in a mortuary. I think we've talked about it very early on in the podcast. The IMDb summary of it, for some fucking reason, mentions that there is an overweight psychic detective. It's like, overweight psychic detective blank blank has to go and solve this mystery or whatever.
They always mention that they're overweight.
It has nothing.
There was, like,
her weight. There's no
two-
mention of her
yeah.
weight in the movie.
No,
not even
yeah.
two. I don't know what
It's
two.
just-
like there's nothing. Like it's not
Yeah,
like
You
oh
just
my
have
God,
to know. It's a trigger warning, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Careful.
For being exposed. You have to
'Cause
warn
actors kinda
people
big.
that you're
Yeah.
going to expose them to fat people because they just hate them so much.
Now listen, when you watch this movie, there's one fat person in it. One of the
So
actors.
brace yourself.
Just careful.
It's
We even told you which
so-
one.
Yeah.
so unnecessary. It's
Yeah.
so unnecessary, and it's not even a plot point. There's
No.
nothing that happens where she's like,
It's-
God, I like. It's ridiculous.
I was gonna say,
Can't
it's not like a
squeeze through
scene.
a tight space or something.
Yeah, or like I need a cheeseburger or stat or some shit. It's not like played for jokes or anything either. It's just not even noted.
It's just,
But-
it's just a,
Imagine if every Kevin James movie was just like an obese, and then before every character he's ever played. Like,
Yeah.
Imagine Dragons.
Nice.
So yeah, that's the gist of it all.
Sure.
I think what we got comics. Let's start with comics. Because I think Dala and I were talking a bit about comic books before this. Dala, I'll let you take it away for this one. I really liked your what you were saying beforehand about yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Berserk.
Yeah, oh, that's a manga. I was confused. Sorry, I was so confused. I was like, what? Yeah. No, just like one example, and I mean, this came up because we were talking about the discussion was like, could a trilogy or trio? I mean, could a trio of characters be the main characters and villain? Which I was like, yeah, I think a good example of this would be Guts, Casca, and Griffith from Berserk, where they start off and they're all three of them are like, it's literally like a love triangle. One like, I don't want to spoil anything for fucking listeners, but there's a love triangle between the three characters. Like, will they, won't they? And at some point, one of the characters becomes a villain, and I think that is actually a really intriguing trio for me too, because I mean, one, there's like that switch of relationship, but the dynamic changed too, and it makes like the goal is for the good guys to get the bad guy for what he did. And I think again, that's just like a really good trio. Just the dynamic of it, and I think that's what to me makes that interesting. Where it's like, I don't think they necessarily trios always need to be on the same team for like storytelling, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I could
It
think
does
of other
help that
ones, but
They
well, I
did
was-
start on the same, or at least on
Yeah.
the same side-ish.
another example. It's not comic book, but Good, Bad, and Ugly. The three characters.
That, yeah.
That's a trio. Like the name is like synonymous. like
Well-
with a lot of other stuff. But I don't want to get into that if we're sticking with comics right now too.
Yeah, it's like how in Naruto, even though Sasuke's kind of an antagonist for most of the story, he's still a main character while being an antagonist, and he's still part of the main trio.
It's like if you removed one of the characters in that kind of dynamic in the story kind of is done. That's like the end of the story, and that's where I think that is a really important key part of, if the villain is going to be part of a trio, they have to obviously be a main character, but also the story or the arc of the characters have to intertwine the three characters. You can't have, I guess, I keep thinking of more, but they're not comic books, so I'll hold on to them.
Because we're going to do it genre by genre, so we will get to anime and animated stuff too, cartoons too.
Sure. Live action.
So we could even talk more about Naruto. But, I mean, one that I was thinking of might be considered fucking the first, the first famous trio in comic books, which might actually be the Trinity, which they're literally called the Trinity, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman.
In the first comic book, the Bible.
Yeah.
There we go.
Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's actually Trinity as well. Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I didn't connect that until right now. That's funny.
I like that you were saying it. You're like, oh, wait, no, that's it.
Yeah,
Oh, I've stumbled upon the joke again.
Yeah, the Father, the Son, and Batman. The Trinity.
There we go.
There you go.
You got it's the Trinity. You've got Wonder Woman, hardened warrior, kind of takes no bullshit. Batman, very much the human detective, and then you got the all-powerful alien god. I do think that there's a lot of overlap between the three of them in personality. You know what I mean? Or like it's Superman and Wonder Woman are both almost like godlike power sets. Wonder Woman and Batman have that kind of like ferocity to them, and then Batman and Superman just have that like not admiration, but there's that like will they, won't they?
Yeah, I think that's why there's more commonly
Superman and Batman.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
will they, won't they fight?
Oh, I thought I meant fuck. I think both. It's
Both.
fight
Yeah,
fuck.
baby.
Yeah, fight fuck. Why do you think they're fighting? Because they want to fuck.
And a secret third thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, freak. Fight,
and
fuck, and
trios.
freak.
And freak.
Yeah.
There you go, the trilogy. Yeah. I think that's why I was gonna say though too is I feel like oftentimes Batman and Superman get a comic book together where there's not typically or as often a Trinity comic with the three, because Batman and Superman are such like diametric, like opposite ends of the same coin, and that's why. But I think Wonder Woman is also like fits in, and even so with the absolute where they rebooted and they started with those three. And I'm actually really intrigued to see how they all come together. I don't know if they've come together yet, but I haven't read it. If they have,
They have in an event.
Oh, they've come
but
together.
It's
Nice.
In the new, what is it, DCKO.
DCKO. I guess I'm
The
waiting for
three of them are
Justice League
mind controlled by
personally.
Darkseid or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm waiting for like
Well,
a
actually-
Justice League, I guess, for the three.
there is a Justice League in the Absolute Universe, and it's all villains.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Like they are referred to by name as like we're the Justice League, and I think it's Joker, Ra's al Ghul, maybe.
How the fuck
I'm
does
not
that
sure.
work? But all right, interesting. I'm
It-
curious.
Well, they're playing up the whole like Joker's a billionaire in the DC Absolute Universe, like he's
I
a
didn't know that yet.
philanthropic, whatever. So
Yeah.
they're making it where like the people who appear to be good, like it's very much like a classist kind of like
yeah.
Justice League.
Oh, totally. I'm
scenario.
curious. 'Cause I haven't gotten to that part yet with that or with any of them really. I'm like still on because I did the trio, then I did Martian Man, I was gonna do Flash, and like I'm doing also Martian Man.
yeah.
Highly recommend. That one's fucking amazing.
I've heard,
But that's not. Yeah. But I think another trio I want to bring up, comic book wise, I haven't read it, but I like the idea of it. Is actually speaking of, there's like good, bad, and ugly. Is Deadpool, Captain America, and Wolverine. I think is a great one.
Huh.
Just like the way those characters are all.
Oh,
There's like a storyline called Good, Bad, and Ugly where
yeah.
Deadpool's ugly. And I think that one works real well because Captain America, just he, no powers. I mean, not really no powers. but like a leader, like, you know, Wolverine's very ferocious, and like a brawler, berserker, and Deadpool's like the wild card. So you kind of have like these 3 different archetypes kind of working together, you know.
I think there is like a really almost like tragic panel in that book where I think Deadpool's like looking for his wife, but she's like, I think she's already been killed, and she's like in this just fucking like pile of corpses, and he's freaking, like Deadpool is freaking out, and it's supposed to be one of the moments where it's like, oh, he's serious, you know, like, or oh, like he still is a person, and then I think Captain America like comforts him or something like that. Or I could be making it up. Yeah,
that sounds familiar. I think I remember seeing that too, or something. I don't know if that's from the same, but no, I think just in general, when Marvel does like these crossovers, it's kind of fun.
Yeah,
I was about to say my favorite trio cross is also a Marvel crossover, and it's also has Deadpool too.
Ooh.
Which is, I've talked about it before, Suicide Kings.
Oh yeah.
So it was just a one-time run, like graphic novel or
story
graphic novel they did.
Who was it?
It's Deadpool, Spider-Man, and Daredevil.
That's a good one.
So
yeah.
The three red guys in New York.
Yeah.
And it was them basically they were trying to hunt down Tombstone, because Tombstone blows up an orphanage and pins it on Deadpool. And he pins it on Deadpool so that what's his name, Punisher, goes after him. So Deadpool basically has to he recruits Daredevil and Spider-Man to help him basically protect himself from Punisher, because he thinks that Punisher can figure out a way to kill him. He's like, he's like, I pissed off the one hero whose whole thing is actually making sure people are dead.
Yeah.
So he's like, I want to.
That's awesome.
And it's like, it's in like its own kind of like, I think it's in its own continuity line. It doesn't directly tie into anything else as well. So it's like there's no like extended, lore parts where like, oh, Deadpool can regenerate from a single atom or whatever.
Yeah.
And
the stakes are actually kind of built in.
The stakes are actually high. Like Frank has a chance of destroying his body, and he could actually kill him. And he, at the beginning of the story, he does like chop his head off, and Deadpool has to grow a new head. And it's a funny part where he like kind of has to let other people do stuff for a while because he's regrowing his head and he can't do much, but because he's like, this is the slowest, his jaw gets just formed enough that he's like, this is the slowest thing to regrow.
It's so fucking awesome.
That's awesome.
It reminds me of the
he's a good one.
Tony Shalhoub from Men in Black, I think, right? Don't they blow his head off in Men in Black, and he comes back, he's like, oh, this, blah, 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 blah.
You have any idea how much that hurts?
Yeah.
All right, so we can move on to the next genre, but what do you think? Should we try to come up with a comic book trio?
Our own comic book trio?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with comics is I feel like you could do it with like almost any characters. Do you want
Gotta get the good, bad, and ugly. You know, I'm just gonna I'm gonna say Howard the Duck for something. Howard the Duck,
Okay.
Duck Detective, right?
Mm-hmm.
Howard the Duck, Darkwing Duck.
Okay. Okay.
Daffy Duck.
And then
And Daffy Duck.
Well, I was gonna say Duck Dodgers.
Duck Dodgers.
Duck
Yeah.
Dodgers.
That's Daffy.
Yeah.
That's actually probably a better
Actually-
version too. Either one has mallet space, cartoon physics. You'd be fine.
No, not Howard the Duck.
No. I'm
That
saying
would be- okay,
either Daffy or Duck Dodgers.
Or
they have the cartoon.
Duck Dodger.
Spider-Ham.
Yeah.
Spider-Ham will have Hammer space, so I will change that
Sure.
to. Or you could do Howard the Duck, Spider-Ham, and
And Ace
Jeff the
and Crypto.
Mm.
Yeah. Maybe we could refrain from trying to come up with our own trios because I think we'd be here all day when it came to
Yeah,
that
I was
one.
like,
true,
or I don't know
yeah.
if you want to like combine, like you each come up with one
Sky's the
or
limit.
something, but yeah, that's why I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
comic
how about-
books
yeah,
is
we each-
tough.
Yeah, I think we'd probably have a better chance coming up with trios for like video games or movie characters.
Yeah, that's why I was like, maybe you like limit to that or something.
So I think we should go to TV. TV.
Yeah.
Right now I got a couple that are live action. I do have some cartoons, but I think I want to save that for like if we talk like cartoons and anime. But first I want to talk about movies or live action. Workaholics. Workaholics is a classic. That's a classic silly trio. You got the straight man, you got the wild card, and then you kind of got the. I guess Blake would be the. Not dumb one, but the sweet one. You know, the nice one.
I think that's a very nice way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a simple one.
Yeah.
You got the dumb one, you got the crazy one, and then you got the uptight one.
Yeah.
That's the Workaholics kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Honestly, fun. A lot of fun.
In my opinion, they are very similar to another trio that I'm going to talk about when we get to. Or no, this is all TV. Is this only live action TV shows?
Right now,
This is animated too. Okay, so no cartoons.
Yeah, I think cartoons I have a crap ton for that. Live action.
So
actually,
as a preview, they are very the Workaholics are very Ed Netty. It's like grown up Ed Netty.
Yeah.
Hey, spoilers! I had that on my list.
Spoilies.
And
then, another one I thought of because I only have two. This second one really because I'm going through the phase right now. Fallout. The trilogy, the trio, the leads are awesome. They're all fully fleshed out. They're all so unique. Literally, the good, the bad, and the ugly, or the good, the ugly, and the wild card kind of
the extra ugly.
No, and it's. I think the funnest thing about the Fallout show and the trio is that the characters feel like it's 3 different campaigns and 3 different play styles. You know, like you've got the Lucy, who she's the goody two shoes. She's a golden rule, and she is like if you play the campaign trying to be good.
Minutemen.
Yeah, Minutemen. The ghoul,
Nice.
that's that's the bad guy. You got not the bad guy, but the ugly. You
It's
got
Cutthroat.
Cutthroat. He's gonna be stealing. He's gonna be shooting first. And then you got Maximus, who feels like there's a perk in Fallout called Idiot Savant, where your luck, I think you have like extremely high luck, but a lot of other stats are really low, and you kind of just fumble.
No, Idiot Savant is you randomly when you go to get experience, it just gives you like 12 times the experience.
Yeah.
But in exchange, your intelligence has to be set all the way like to either it's like 4 or less.
Yeah. And that's Maximus.
The percentage is
my
based
God.
off it. Yeah.
Maximus is like the luck build. He's the Brotherhood of Steel member.
I was about to say too. He also, when you said good, bad, and ugly, and like it doesn't exactly fit, but it also still kind of does, because they make a very clear point in that show that Maximus is he's trying to do better, but he is not a great person. Like he's straight up. They go through in the fact that even though he did it out of nervousness and stuff or out of fear, we relate to him, but he still makes choices that like gets people killed, like, and then he lies constantly, and when they get down to it, they're like, he admits like, oh, I didn't lie for a noble reason. Admittedly, I lied because I wanted to be somebody, and it was just like it's something we can relate to, but it's still something I wouldn't say is good he did.
Have you seen season 2?
Oh no, I haven't. Admittedly,
that is why no, he's not.
Spoilers,
so the first season is him fumbling. It's him fumbling into, like, he lies about, because you're right about that. Like, he lies about being he gets his he gets his paladin. Yeah, because he's a squire. He gets his paladin killed. He takes over. Like, that's very much the idiot savant kind of fumbling your way into this lucky position. But no, what he does with that in the entirety of season 2 is good. Like,
Okay,
he
good to know.
saves.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I was like, spoilers.
So here's all the things he does.
Yeah, this is
That's
why
why-
he's
no, that's-
this archetype.
That's why I was like, no, like it's yeah, no, it's completely the
There's, like,
opposite.
more
He
to
is a
it.
good, yeah, more to So I think that's the live action.
The one I would say, which I guess I think the only one I could think of that I actually like, I looked up a bunch while y'all were blabbering, and that I was like, most of them I don't care about. I mean, there's Kirk, Spock, and the other one,
Oh,
the third one,
Bones?
Doctor,
Wait,
yeah,
Sulu,
whatever.
Uhura.
Sure. There's them, which I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't really know much about Star Trek. But the one I would be remiss not to mention is the Three Stooges. Like, I fucking grew up watching the shit out of Three Stooges, and honestly,
God, of course.
probably
Where like a
my-
lot of these bits come from. Like
Yeah,
a
I was
lot of
about to
three
say,
guy
yeah.
bits come
I
from the
think
Three
that's
Stooges.
the like origin of like the trio almost, like in the media, like to a degree. Like, granted, they're all
Well, it's-
Stooges, but
Stooges,
there are
they're all the dumb
some.
one.
But there's differences.
There's
Like
also
Mo,
Three
the-
Marx Brothers too.
there's more, but same thing with Stooges. There's
Oh, is there
technically
more?
too. But it's one of those ones where like they're mostly known for having. I mean, obviously, Three Stooges is in the name, but there's like
Right.
Shemp. There's all the others after Curly passed away. The Marx Brothers, I think there's like multiple, but there's three that are probably the
But
most
still
famous.
main three. Yeah.
So I mean, I guess you could say them too. But Three Stooges is what I grew up in. It's just again, they're all dumb assholes, but like even something like Sunny in Philadelphia, I think wouldn't happen without Three Stooges because it's like Three Stooges. They're all selfish idiots that just kind of almost always get up their comeuppance. You know, there's the leader one that's like Mo is the leader, kind of like Dennis. There's like this super dumb one, Curly, that's, you know, which leads into Charlie. And then there's Larry's like, I don't know, like Mac by default. You know, I guess he's like got some talents and stuff, and Mac has like, you know, workout and he's buff, but he's gay. that's the thing.
But he's super gay.
No, but
and
that's
and
the
the
one
other
I just
two, who cares about them? The
who
lady
D
and the
and
old
Den-
man,
yeah.
whatever.
To be fair, no, that's why I'm like, Sunny in Philadelphia, early first
But-
season maybe feels like a trio, but then everything after is like, it's a 5 people thing. Like,
It becomes,
for sure.
yeah.
So that's why I'm like, it's like that one I wouldn't count as a trio. But that's why I was like, in general, Three Stooges, I feel like really structured and made the trio, especially for comedy and kind of how like the dynamic looks, you know. But yeah, like I said, I was like, I had to point that one out.
Classic. Oh my god.
So I did not think of live action TV show before we did this. I thought of other genres that I left that genre out in my mind, but I did think
I
of
only
one
thought of two, yeah.
that would definitely fit and is in which is Scrubs for me.
Okay. The
Love that
janitor,
show.
Dr.
I've always
Cox,
been a huge
JD.
fan. So the Scrubs kind of goes out of its way to make the main three characters
Yeah.
be JD, Elliot, and Turk.
Yeah.
And like so much so that there are entire episodes that are themed around the three of them going through separate stories simultaneously and having those stories all linked thematically.
Yeah.
So that's one that I think is that's a very good trio, and the dynamic of that, it's kind of like it's this mid 2000s dynamic where they would make a triangle of characters, but it wouldn't be an equilateral triangle. It wouldn't be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It would be two characters that are very related, and then one character that kind of offsets the two, who is like so much of a character that it offsets the two. So it's like Elliot, I felt like had so much going on that they constantly would go back to her as part of the trio, even though JD and Turk, their stories involve each other constantly, whereas Elliot would always get the solo stories. And it's like the two, so that way it was fun because you got a little bit of a dichotomy between like someone whose focus was about their life outside the hospital and someone who was like really about them and their friend in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
But it still forms a triangle that we're following three separate accounts.
Yeah, totally. I think it's the benefit of a trio too, is having that odd man out kind of Three's Company, kind of.
Yeah, and it
in
can
a sense.
shift.
Yeah.
Cut to JD in blackface.
Cut to Zach Braff having an AI girlfriend today.
What?
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
I'm
Everybody
not
on
surprised.
everybody on the comedy podcasts are all talking. Like, I'll keep
Damn.
talking about it. Like, he is like showing up to restaurants to like take her out to eat, and she's on his phone.
He's
Like,
doing that.
I
Fucking.
can't believe
I've
this is
seen
insane.
nobody's
He got
doing
heard.
that. But that's awesome if
Pregnant?
he's fucking doing it.
Oh,
I'm convinced it's promotion. I think it's a
it
bit.
can't be.
Honestly,
It's
because it's just
her
like
too.
how, it's like how
Mm-hmm.
we were just talking about him, the guy who plays Paul Bart,
Paul Bart,
Kevin James.
Kevin.
Paul
yeah.
Bart. Kevin James.
Yeah.
So Kevin James did this whole thing where he made a TikTok about being an art teacher, and he was running
I've
this
seen
TikTok
that,
for
yeah.
like 6 or like 4 months
It's
about
so
being an
fucking
art
weird.
teacher. And he's like,
Yeah.
"Hey guys, Mr. Taylor here, giving you another art lesson." He would do entire painting tutorials and stuff. And he ran this account, and it turns out it was all an advertisement for a TV show
Mhm.
where he plays
That's
an art
cool, I
teacher who's
guess.
trying to fall in love again.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Hey, you
I
gotta
think it's
get it
gonna
where you
be.
get it.
It's going to be another one of those things where it's like, oh, for some reason, for the last 6 months, Zach Braff's been walking around with his AI girlfriend. And then it's going to be like, Zach Braff in the AI girlfriend.
her too.
Her
like you said.
Her too. Yeah.
Literally.
Hurt.
Her
Hurt.
too. Her peas.
Her too. Me too. Oh, that's a good one. Write that down.
I got me too. Now I have to
think-
have a girlfriend that's a robot. It's the only one that
Now I
I
can
have.
only have a girlfriend. Now I can only have an AI girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's the law.
Speaking of the law, why don't we go into animated cartoons? You know,
Fucking
anime.
that time to drink.
I think.
Sorry.
I mean, just right off the bat. Let's get into Ed, Edd n Eddy.
True.
Ed, Edd,
Jesus
and Eddy.
Christ. Jesus Christ. That so formative. So fucking
Mhm.
formative. That show made me desire things that are just fucking impossible. And even when I think of them now as an adult, I'm just like, I will never be able to achieve that. Not even so much about the characters themselves, but there's a point where they hide inside of a bush, and the bush is like a submarine.
It's
And
a
they
sub,
have-
yeah, with a
they
hatch.
have- Yeah, and they have a bunch of snacks, and they're
Yeah.
just like hanging out in there.
Yeah.
And I'm so jealous.
I always
I want a bush fort.
I always think of the one where they made like a whole city out of cardboard.
Yes,
like
that
because they
was
were doing
my
like a
next
fair
thing.
or a
Yeah.
roller coaster at first, and then it turns into
Oh my god.
abandoned, scary ass town or city. It's just like,
Skyscraper,
oh, shit.
cardboard skyscraper. Oh my god, dude.
I think Ed was like,
That's such
"Why
a-
isn't anyone talking to me?" Or like going up to like the cardboard cutout people, freaking out. It's so good.
Oh my god, that's true, huh?
Such a
Yeah,
good
you
show.
got Ed and Eddie, you got the dumb one, you got the smart one, and then you got the bossy little one.
The
Yeah.
bossy, greedy,
Mo, Larry, Curly.
little
Very much.
gremlin.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, just yeah, very formative. God, what do you even say? It's weird because I feel like I have more to say about the predicaments that they get in rather than the characters themselves, which I get
Yeah.
because they're cartoons, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like,
It's a good
Oh my
like
God.
the archetypes are great and like they're cookie cutter, but the story of the show is we take these archetypes and what if they're in a cardboard cutout situation? Okay, what if they're in now there's these the Kinker sisters that are trying to make out with them. Now there's this
Oh my
other
God.
fucking one where they're making a fake movie, you know. Like it's
And-
that's the beauty of these archetypes and these like the trio is like you can take them and you know their desires and wants and you just plug them into different like situations to see how they interact, you know.
you
Yeah.
get Ed, you know, the big dumb simpleton with the heart
Mhm.
of gold. You get Double D, who is the neurotic genius, and then you get Eddie, the
Erotic
uh,
genius.
The ambitious, selfish one. Like,
Yeah.
greedy.
Yeah.
It's
It's
so good.
what would the point of view sound like when it's self-centered?
Yeah, it's all harebrained schemes. They're all trying
Yeah.
to get jawbreakers.
Get jawbreakers.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God, that is. Oh
I
my
also
God! And then
love-
you know, I think I watched
like ever since they made that one, I really have always loved the fact that like the cul-de-sac setting, because in modern shows they do that all the time, where the whole point is that these are people who are wildly different, but they came together because they were forced to be together.
Yeah.
And for kids, the thing that you think about, there's like basically only two instances. It's either going to be a school show, a la Recess,
Recess, yeah.
or
Hey Arnold.
you have like yeah, Hey Arnold, they all live on the same street
Mm-hmm.
in a downtown city. In this one, they're all in the suburbs, so who do you hang out with the suburbs where you have to drive everywhere? The kids who are next door to you in the cul-de-sac.
100%.
And the-
Mhm. It's always a
however they're,
cul-de-sac.
whoever they are, that's, those are the kids you got to hang out with.
Yeah,
Funny-
good luck.
The crazy thing too is that like towards I think the last 3-ish seasons they pivoted to the school. They started doing school episodes where
They
you'd
did.
see them. You'd see them in school.
It was weird.
Yeah, I don't remember those.
I liked
but
it.
Maybe
I
they didn't
liked it.
re-show them
I-
as much.
It was like the it was the
Like
last,
it probably
the
wasn't
last
syndicated
series.
as much because I'd catch a lot of like reruns and stuff. So it probably wasn't as popular syndication wise.
I did.
Mhm.
I think I watched the movie for the first time like 10 years ago, like the Big Picture Show. Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have.
It is so fucking good. It is such a good movie.
Mhm.
It basically it opens up where the cul-de-sac is destroyed and Ed and Eddie are on the run because one of their schemes completely fucked the cul-de-sac. So they're literally running away.
So, like everyone's like, oh
Um,
shit.
It's
after
like
him.
Mad Max. It's like Mad Max, where
Nice.
fucking
Mhm.
Fury Road.
Whole movie's a flashback.
Nice.
No, I don't think it's no, it's not a. Huh?
I
don't
guess
think it's a
with
flashback.
I guess you have to rewatch it. It's on Tubi right now.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Ooh.
probably thinking of the first movie.
But
TV one.
it's
Hmm.
there's a point where you finally meet Eddie's older brother,
I was gonna ask, yeah,
And-
isn't that like the finale?
and he's a piece
Yeah.
of shit. He's an absolute piece of shit, and it's like,
Now you
I mean,
see
I remember
why.
crying when I was watching it. Yeah, because his brother is like super abusive and such a piece of shit, and like they go to him for help, and I think fucking the big brother just wails on him, and
Yeah.
Mhm.
once the cul-de-sac finally catches up, they see this and they're like, oh my god, no, like what the fuck, like we gotta be there for these guys. Oh, I'm
Mhm.
getting misty-eyed thinking about it. It was
I
so it's
think I
such a
have
good
seen it.
one.
This sounds familiar then. Yeah, because if I remember
Yeah.
correctly, doesn't the whole show like Ed's talking about his bigger brother, like,
His
oh,
big
he's such a
brother.
good guy, like, oh, he's like the best.
Everything he does is because he wants to be like as cool as his
Exactly.
big brother.
And then it's
Yeah.
one of those things where you
And
realize, like, when you watch it,
Everyone finds out that that's why all the things he does that makes him kind of annoying
a
to
piece of
them
shit too,
is
yeah.
because he looks up to an abusive big brother,
Yeah.
and it's like actually his brother's fault, like or his
Yeah.
brother's influence basically that made him act this way, that
Totally.
skewed his point of view.
And even I like the side character. God, spending so much time on Ed and Eddie.
No,
The
yes, I
side
have another.
characters
When you're ready.
really do make them better because like you get to see that Ed is a sweetheart because he takes care of Sarah and he's constantly worrying about his little sister. You get why Double D is neurotic because he's an only child without
Only
parents
child.
involved.
Yeah.
And then you got Eddie, who
Ed,
the
yeah.
reason he is the way he is because of his fucking upbringing with his family. Like,
Oh,
it's,
totally.
like wow,
It's a great
damn.
show. Like I said, Tubi right now has a bunch of Cartoon Network shows, so check them out.
Yeah.
Like they recently got them; it's free. And speaking of actually,
Hell yeah.
one I want to highlight, if it's okay, I don't know if there's any more for
Mhm.
Ed and Nettie.
Yeah,
No, let's move
This
on.
is one of the ones I was thinking of with a villain as part of the trio to in a sense is Courage the Cowardly Dog. That trio of Eustace, Muriel, and Courage is such a
yeah.
important,
like,
crucial. Like you can't. I don't know.
He is
it-
pretty much Eustace is
he's-
pretty much an antagonist.
He's
Yeah,
an antagonist
yeah.
in like a lot of the sense, and he even gets like a lot of episodes where he will get like killed or whatever for the cartoon, you know, and it's like who gives it like Courage is like I don't give a shit, whatever. Like Muriel is all I care about, but obviously Muriel cares about Eustace to a degree and stuff. So I think that's just one where it's like again, the villain is a key component, like quote unquote villain, you know, Eustace is a key component because he just adds such to the drama and like to the story and the archetype of like these two characters don't like each other, but then clearly these two like each other and these two, and it's like a love triangle to it, like in a sense, like it makes a very fun and dynamic show, you know. It changes it up a little too.
I agree. I don't know. I do lean more towards. I mean, that show's all on Courage's back. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
that's-
totally.
I think I do.
It's
get
a-
it. I do see how
A
it could be
cute
trilogy
triangle
or a
for
trio.
sure.
Yeah. But
Yeah, and like
I do have a couple more
Okay.
if you guys have any more like animated ones.
I got a
Oh,
bunch,
yeah.
but I just want to see you guys go.
I mean, I was gonna say as well, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah,
Oh
Um,
my god,
such a good one.
Jesus Christ.
see, cartoons have
Really,
all
really
of them.
good trio.
All
Yeah,
the
they have
car-
so
oh.
many good trios in the cartoons, honestly.
Like I got
So,
that's a good
and
one.
Grim
So-
Adventure definitely one of those ones where it's literally about two best friends and then the one person that offsets them, which
Yeah.
is two little kids just like who have the most normal lives ever, and then the literally death. And
I
so
was
it's
go-
like
I was gonna say Death Mandy and then Billy offsets them.
there's that too, and then they also make a point of being like, oh, Grim is also not super smart, he's
Mhm.
actually kind of dumb, so they also will have episodes where he gets lumped in with Billy because Mandy is the smart one and both of
and
them are
doing all
dumb.
the
And
God, that show is so good.
God, that show is insane.
have you ever heard of the sequel that
Chili
someone
con carne?
made? Yeah. No, not that.
What
That's the
fuck?
actual.
Evil con carne.
That's the Evil Con Carne,
Evil
the
con
spin-off
carne.
show.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That-
Let me see this. I did not know.
Yeah,
that.
Evil Con Carne. He was a different character who they made a whole spin-off show about.
He's-
But-
Uh huh.
it was Evil
Yeah.
con Carne. It was
Such a good
Hostel
name. It's
Gato.
so funny.
Hostel
Oh,
Gato.
I remember this
Delgado.
dude. Yeah.
The Haas Delgado meme, like,
Yeah.
of
And
the-
then
him-
Nigel. I think Nigel was it was Hostel Gato, Nigel, and then Evil con Carne.
Mm-hmm. I remember these
God.
fuckers. Yeah. I didn't know he had his own show. Wow, that's cool.
not
Or spin-off,
Nigel?
or whatever.
Yeah, the nerdy friend. Billy's nerdy friend.
I think it is.
isn't he like? No, that's Irwin.
Irwin. Who the hell's Nigel? Is Nigel
I
his
don't know, there-
son?
There's Nermal, the
Normal.
from Garfield?
the guy
evil
who's
boy.
like the evil yeah, well, it's Nermal Jr. But yeah. Or Nurgle?
God.
Nurgle?
This is Nigel.
There was a Nigel? That's so... Oh no, that's he's
that's
the
what's-
Harry Potter spoof.
Yeah, Nigel
Oh,
Planter.
Nigel
that's
Planter.
right.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
that's when
okay.
I Google Nigel. Like, that's the character. I'm like, oh, I remember him, but yeah, like,
Huh,
Probably one
me?
of them.
Oh no, I'm a partial tongue. I can only talk to snacks.
nice.
Did not remember that. Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, that was another one
I
I had.
love the Powerpuff Girls.
It's a good one.
So
You got another
good.
Mo, Larry,
So
Curly.
good.
You know, you got the leader, the
Yeah.
dumb one, and the mean one.
Yeah. Yeah, you got so good. They're dynamic. God, yeah, and then out Totally Spies as well.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Loved
Yeah.
watching Totally Spies. That one was so.
Totally Spies
fucking
was great.
fun. Oh,
I liked all the fetish episodes. Those are my favorite.
Oh my, of course.
Um,
They made you. Some say they made you who you are today.
yeah. There's a
The
lot
rest
of
of
like
us watch this show as children, Dala.
yeah, and there's a lot of fetish stuff in there. If you fucking look back, it's fucking weird. I think that's why that show was always weird to me. I was like, I feel so funny in my body. One,
Okay, let's move on.
what? Yeah, to move on, I want to bring up Aqua Teen Hunger Force. You know, bring up the adult
Oh.
animated. We got
Yeah.
we got Frylock, Milkshake, and Meatball, the trio. You know,
I
Oh,
never
hell yeah.
watched.
Meet Wad.
yeah.
Never watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
It's it's fucking, it's a Adult Swim show, so you know it's like 15-minute, super funny, just jokes, just non sequiturs, like
I would
It's
say, yeah, like most adult
Mhm.
TV shows, it's basically already just under the umbrella of if you like adult TV, it's the exact same as
Yeah.
like same exact humor as all the other shows.
I think
And if it's not really your vibe, it's just like the other shows aren't. That's not going to be
Yeah.
either. That's what I found.
I feel like it's one of those
You got-
shows where they're like, here are the character archetypes for the three that that trio. Let's just and then like let's improv like what happens if a fucking alien that's made of 8-bit comes down and like steals like kind of just again like what do we take these archetypes and how are they in different situations and also they're pieces of shit all of them
It was the Adult Swim nonsense genre
basically.
that I never was the one I just was
Yeah.
never able to really get into.
Oh no, that was such a good one.
No,
That was one of my favorites.
No, I
personally.
tried every one of those shows that they came out with. I tried to watch all of them, and every time it's so crazy how I didn't know I was autistic growing up because every single time I was like, "That's not funny. There's no structure.
Yeah,
There's no
but characters
punchline.
make me
Like, there's no
This doesn't make sense.
like." It doesn't make any sense. They're just saying things.
Rest in peace, smiling friends.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
My favorite
So,
trio. Hey,
Nate,
trio.
do you wanna? Yeah, it's done. They called it quits.
Unless there's some like April Fool's joke or some bullshit that they come up with, which is it's not April,
March.
obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so, Nate, did you have any anime that you wanted to talk about? I know we talked about a little bit about Naruto, but I'm not really. I don't know too much anime, so I can't. I have nothing to contribute to this genre.
Can I bring up Berserk? There's the anime Berserk this time, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely.
Cut and paste my conversation about the trio there. Just put it back here. Same thing.
There you go. Yeah, I mean,
if you have any, Nate.
Yeah, I mean, in newer animes, a big one's Jujutsu Kaisen. However, I mean, it is. The dynamic kind of shifts through the show, but for most of the show's establishing seasons and like, well, I guess, yeah, most of the show, especially for what we have out right now of like what's done, there's a very clear three main characters. However, it's funny because part of the reason why they work so well is like somebody said, what if we had the three characters from Naruto, but then we didn't purposefully write the female character to be terrible? And so nice. Like which there's so much evidence of in Naruto because somebody went through one time, one of the fans went through and they made a list of every time they changed Sakura's dialogue when they translated it to the anime, and all over the anime they make Sakura look terrible, and almost all of the instances where she does something where everyone goes, why is she just being a bitch? What's happening? Why is she being as mean as possible? Was completely different from the manga. And like they would go back and look at the manga, and the manga's like her being like, huh, Naruto's pretty loud today. Wow, okay. And then the anime will be like, Naruto, you're an orphan and terrible and you stink and I hate you. It's like, Jesus Christ.
So,
nice.
But yeah, okay, Jujutsu Kaisen, very good trio. Yeah. They're dynamic, very fun. Three people who are not like as wildly different as some character trios. They're all kind of like haunted. That's the thing they share, is that they're all a little bit emotionally disturbed by the terrible things that's happened to them. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to move on to the next genre.
Sure.
Or what were you going to say really quick?
Just real quick, too, that I thought of in the meantime, is Samurai Champloo, great trio, amazing, like, characters. They all feel pretty equal, like, triangle-wise. And then same creator, it's a trio at first is Cowboy Bebop, but then eventually Eddie joins, and Eddie's fine. I don't have a problem with Eddie in the anime at least. But I think the trio was a great one before Eddie as well.
I do want to also, I'm thinking of some more, as well. One that is more like in line with typical archetypes we see, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has three main characters, and it's Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and
the pig guy.
Oh my god, the pig guy! I forgot his name. Holy crap!
I didn't guess on my part, I guess.
Tanjiro?
No, that's the main character. But either way,
the beautiful one. I love that guy.
He is, yeah, and that they're the three that like that's a much more clear. Like you have the good guy, with the kind heart who wants to save everyone, the coward, and then the person who wants to fight for the sake of fighting. And so like those are the three that also happen a lot in trios in my opinion. A lot of times in video games, I feel like. But yeah.
So I forgot. Yeah, I've only seen the first season of Demon Slayer, but yeah, that is a really good trilogy.
Inosuke. Sorry.
Inosuke
was his name.
I love him. So cute. So I want to transition to video games, but I want to do this through the anime. Pokemon. You got Brock, Misty, and Ash. You got and Pikachu.
Pikachu.
You got yeah, it sucks that they always make the woman the uptight, like, oh my god, you boys gotta freaking, this and that, and then they always try to make them like just complain.
Not in JJK. It's one of the things I love about JJK is that the one
Oh,
who's
yeah.
it's the emo boy who's uptight and constantly poops up people's idea, and then meanwhile the main, like, the other two characters are always buddy about, like, let's go have fun. Come on, let's be fun and do silly things.
And I feel like with the Pokemon anime, you get the there's not too much to really discuss there. It's more of like the transition to because you got the I mean, Ash kind of feels like he is the silly one, but he's also the hero.
Yeah.
Brock is the
silly one.
I mean, the horny
horny
one.
one. Yeah, I was
He's the responsible one.
Yeah, the responsible
true.
horny one. And then
He cooks all of their food.
He's responsible.
He's a legal adult, and
But
like when it comes down to it, he does things legal adults have to do.
And his kryptonite is hot women. That's his like crux of his character, at least.
And then Misty is like the short fuse, the angry one, but also she could be serious and probably the strongest one there.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know, because fucking what's his face gets so much plot armor. But
And Pokemon loves the trio structure,
which I want to move to
the show.
for everything. Yeah, so for the show, but also
for everything.
We're talking about now we're talking about the games we got. I mean, up until the last generation, they were releasing 3 games every generation: red, blue, red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal. So that right there, that's already like good trios. But even within that, you got the starter trios. You got the fire, water, grass. I think it's a solid use of the archetype. It's just because we were talking about this earlier in the week. It's unfortunate that they don't make third versions anymore, because those were just some of the best, always the best games.
They haven't since Gen 4.
God damn, that's true. Yeah, because then they ended up making just sequels and then DLC. Whack. But do you have? And you know what? Yeah. So we got the new generation of starters. Might as well talk about those.
True.
We got a grass chicken. We got a fire dog, and then a water gecko.
Grass chicken. I like that.
I'm going for the grass chicken, baby.
I feel like like in most of the modern games, my opinion has more and more as time goes on is just I like all of them, and I'm gonna do a playthrough with every single one. It's like, because like literally for the last 3 generations, every single time I'm like, I like them all. I'm probably gonna use every single one at least once.
Yeah.
I think I'm a grass guy. Now that I look back on it,
You are.
No.
Yeah. Well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry, you can't play Brout.
Yeah.
But he's angry like me. He's a little angry guy.
Yeah,
I'll probably
he is a little angry guy.
If I were to play, I'd pick the water gecko because it looks like he's gonna be queer as shit when he gets older. Or like evolves.
Everyone's like, this is the cunty bitch that shits.
Yeah.
I think she a psychic type.
I just can't wait for them to be
Psychic.
completely
That's what I'm hoping
drag
for.
from the get-go. Or like just straight up drag or something.
From the gecko.
Exactly. I love
Because it's a gecko.
Exactly.
For me, since I like them all, the first one's going to depend entirely on what they turn into.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not much of a I've never been much of a person to like the small forms of the Pokemon.
Sure. I mean,
I'm always typically
what's the end
like
game?
stereotypical boy. Give me the big one. I want the big monster.
For me, so I know that I like grass starters the most, but I think now, well, for all the starters, I think their second stage is always peak for everything. Nothing ever really beats the second stage for the starter Pokemon, and that's just my opinion. That's my hot take.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm thinking
for
of
grass specifically or all starters.
all of them. I'm thinking Croconaw, Bayleaf, the other.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you right away listed some of the worst middle stage evolutions out of every single one. That's
also,
crazy.
Raboot.
I like the
love
ones that look
Raboot.
exactly the same, just bigger. Let's go
With like a little extra.
Bayleaf.
Okay,
get the fuck away from me. Bayleaf as one of the best middle evolutions.
Yeah, okay, but you're gonna say Croconaw looks exactly the same?
No, that one's better.
See, that's the thing. That's where
But
Croconaw's like,
Bayleaf-
where did that
But
go?
I think Froligator is fucking better than Croconaw, personally. That's me.
God,
Like,
Froligator has been ruined.
If I was
Regular
thinking about
Froligator, sure. But...
top tier middle evolutions of those, Duat is probably one of my number one or two.
Mm-hmm.
Duat slaps so hard and got so ruined when he evolved into Samurott.
Yeah.
And in the more like new games, specifically Raboot.
Yes.
Oh,
I
love Raboot so much.
That's why. That's what I'm saying. I know the ones I listed, or I guess just Bayleaf was the one
I was
that you
just
had
like,
a problem
it was
with.
really just Bayleaf, where I was just like, hold on.
You're like, wait a minute.
But no, Raboot. Oh my god, dude. Even if he's wearing clothes, fucking sick.
It's so
He's a
cute. I love
soccer
the
player.
little track jacket, hoodie,
The
like,
headband.
It's so great.
Headband, hair pulled back. It's crazy.
Mhm.
Okay, so for video, at least, yeah, for video games now, I would just be commenting on trilogies in particular, because right now I'm playing the HD 2D remake of
Dragon Quest.
So they made 1 through 3, yeah, of Dragon Quest, and at first I was playing number 1 because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna start in numerical order or whatever, but it turns out it turns out the third entry is technically the first.
Oh, it's like a prequel.
Yeah,
It's one of those, yeah.
So
I feel like they do that all the time.
I'm working through those, and those in particular. I mean, yeah, they're just beautiful games. Look up the gameplay. It's like, oh, it's so quaint. Yeah, I can't even say. You know, part of me wanted to be like, oh, the first trilogy of Fallout 3 is amazing. I haven't played 1 or 2, but even then, graphically, I feel like they're all so different. Like those games are definitely set up every 2.
You could do 1, 2,
Are we
and
moving
tactics.
from characters to game,
I
like
do have
whole
character.
games?
Yeah.
You guys, that's all I can't think of. You
about-
guys could talk about game or characters or games. All I could think about right now are like trilogies of games. Actually, Mega Man, Proto Man, Base.
There you go. See?
Base.
That's one.
Those
I was
are,
about to say there's a pretty
No.
big one for video games
Take it
that
away.
I think gotta be mentioned, which is Sonic,
Yep.
Tails, and Knuckles.
Yeah.
oh yeah, of course.
That was what I was
Like,
about to say. It's like,
that's-
come on.
We
I mean-
every time we were in a different genre, we were like TV shows,
Yeah.
and I thought about mentioning it. And I was like, I'll wait.
Sonic.
Yeah.
And then we
Boss.
did movies, and I'm like, I thought about
Sonic.
mentioning it, and I'll wait.
I'll wait for the Sonic category.
Yeah, I'll wait for the Sonic category.
So, side note, they just started filming Sonic 4. It's gonna have
Oh,
Kristen
nice.
So
Bell.
excited.
Kristen Bell is Amy. That's gonna
As
be
Amy.
Oh,
fun.
yes, I did see
They-
that. Yeah, that's
they
right.
they just cast Ben Kingsley, and people are thinking he's gonna be Metal Sonic.
Oh, that'd be
Which
fun.
is like fucking. Who cares? That'd be awesome. Like,
Sure.
oh, God.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, it's like fan
fucking
casting at this point.
Whatever. Yeah. But he's in the movie, which is a crazy pull.
I wonder what Jim Carrey's gonna look like.
Oh,
Are they?
Well, it's not really Jim Carrey though anymore. Remember?
Yeah,
It's
they're gonna
someone
get the
else.
clone. Yeah.
They're gonna get the clone of Jim Carrey, so it'll
Yeah.
be that. But luckily, he acts
mean,
just the same.
I mean,
just gonna
they-
leave him out of it.
I hope. I mean, yeah. If he's in it, I hope that now, because we're 4 movies in, I hope that they just go full on egg mode.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
they
yeah,
hint
true,
at
true.
it every single movie.
Gets, like,
He
a little
gains like
fatter.
another 50 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I
It's
hope the
about
next
time.
movie. I hope the next movie he's just like just literally round, like with the
sphere.
fucking toothpick
That'd be cool.
legs like he usually has.
Yeah.
But so yes, Sonic trilogies or Sonic trios in particular. You gotta look at Sonic
Huge.
Heroes. Sonic
Yeah.
Heroes.
Sonic
that
Heroes
entire
really
game
cemented that.
is
Yeah.
just It is
Oh,
just
totally.
trios.
Trios.
it's just all trios.
It established the concept that basically all of the main like side characters of Sonic are a part of trios. It's just
Yeah.
how the world works in the Sonic universe.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yep.
like the
You got
archetype,
you got
but
the main
literally
heroes.
Copy and paste. Like, okay, now but this one's a robot, a shadow, and a big
A
boobed
hot
bat.
chick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then this
and
one
then
is
you got
this.
girls, just
Yeah,
the girls and a
The
cat.
girl group. Was it the girls with Big? Isn't Big on the girls team?
Yeah.
So yeah, we got
Big
girls.
Cat, and then
Yeah.
Cream and Amy, and then you got the cool guys. Well, it's funny because you got the edgy team, which is the Robot, Shadow, and then Rouge, and then you got the cool guys. I think they're called Chaotix.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Team-
you got
Chaotix,
fucking
the
love
cool
the
guys.
Chaotix.
They're like the
Detective.
not criminal, but what's it?
ninjas.
What's it called? Anti-hero. They're like the anti-hero team, where like they kind of have their own agenda for everything, but they will help in a lot of circles. But there's also times where they're like,
I thought that was more
we
Shadow.
have a job.
But
I feel like that's more Shadow.
I thought they were
that the
detectives,
Chaotix were just
the-
cool guys.
I thought Chaotix' whole thing was that they were criminals, and sometimes that makes them on the good guy side, sometimes that makes them against
I
them.
mean, they might be
I got
also
it, I got it,
anti-heroes too. Yeah, I love the Chaotix. I don't, and like in high school, I remember, or elementary to middle and high school, I remember
So
liking them a lot.
funny.
I don't fucking remember anything about them though, because they very rarely appear in fucking video games, or if they do, they just don't have any like lore to them.
It's so funny. The other day I was driving, and I was thinking of this premise. Oh yeah, no, so they're detectives for hire.
That's what I was like. I thought they were detectives.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I was about
I
to
didn't
say
know that at all.
because I remember
They
the
run the
intro
Chaotix.
of.
I never
Detective.
picked that up.
I remember the intro of like Heroes. They're like, I think Vector's sleeping, and then Charm or Espio are like, "Yo, we gotta call, we gotta fucking go," and then the three of them are like, let's hold hands and run." Like I remember that fucking intro because like again,
And the funny thing- oh my God.
I was standing them so hard.
That game was so tight. Those they were my favorite. They like Chaotix were my favorite.
They were-
Espio
yeah.
was my favorite.
I like Vector, just crocodile, reptile.
It's
dude.
funny because the other day I was thinking about the premise and like trios and stuff like that, and later like the other day I realized, oh my god, Espio is short for espionage. He's a spy. And then I felt so fucking stupid because I'm like, oh god, I'm 30. It took me this long.
I don't know if that
Realize it.
applied because they appeared in Knuckles Chaotix, like the 32X, and I don't know if they had that story then. I don't know, or maybe it did. I don't know.
Hell yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. God damn, I want to play Sonic now.
One more trio I want to bring up. I feel like I didn't play the game too much, but I feel like Lag 9K is gonna love this one. Good friend. Is the iconic trio of Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Just can't have video game trio conversation without that trio.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Honestly,
That's very true.
I feel like that's probably a pretty solid trio. I just actually haven't played Kingdom Hearts
I've
more
never-
than
I've never-
an hour worth of the game, to be fair. But again, just remiss if I didn't bring it up. Iconic trio.
Yeah,
Any
that's
other
true. That's
trio?
true.
Okay, now, so for this in particular, I know we talked about potentially creating our own trios. This one, I could think of two. I can't think of the third one. Nathan Drake, Laura Croft. Who's going to round that out?
Oh,
I mean, those are the two.
Well, yeah, but
man.
there's
like-
gotta be a third one. Ice Climbers.
It's funny. That reminded me.
Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
Duck Hunt. Howard the Duck.
Who climbs? Who the fuck climbs like them? And
Oh my
shoots?
god. So Duck. Okay, so Howard the Duck. I'm changing my. I finally figured out the Howard the Duck
Okay.
show.
Sure.
Howard the
Okay.
Duck. Duck Hunt Dog. Dick Cheney.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll
That's a good
work. That'd
I like
work.
Yeah.
It's a good
There we
trio.
go.
It's funny. You reminded me
Okay.
though with that video game talk, or like about Nathan Drake and Laura Croft, that there's this famous quote from Cliff Bleszinski, the creator of Gears of War. It's like one of his most accomplished things. This is a quote I think is just like, wow, this is probably the best thing you've ever done. Like, I love Gears of War personally, but this is actually a better statement than that. Is he once mentioned that I think it's meant like for video games specifically, but in the video game industry, there's room for two big whatevers and then maybe a third. So for example, at the time was like Fortnite, PUBG, and then he was trying to do his own third, and he's like, I'm trying to get that third one because there's only room for two, like, Nintendo, or there's, Sony, Sony, Microsoft, and then Nintendo, and it's like such a good. And that's why I'm like, what the fuck is the third for? Because again, like it was Lara Croft, then Nathan Drake managed to get the part 2. Where's that third? So I'm like, huh?
Who came in behind?
Yeah, who barely
kind of
scraped through
of ancient place exploration.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed is the third one.
Why does that actually kind of feel like it would
That's
work?
probably the
Someone
closest.
And it's like a lot of parkour and
Yeah.
stuff.
what's
like,
his face? What's his name? The
Ezio? Or I guess
the
it depends
modern
on
one is
which
Desmond.
one. Yeah,
Desmond.
multiple.
Desmond. Yeah.
Yeah.
Desmond
Who
could
the
make-
original, honestly, and a
I think
great
that's good,
trio
actually.
Yeah,
of
probably the
games,
best.
in my opinion, just before it started kind of going off the rails, was
They made one a year.
Brotherhood, was Assassin's Creed 1,
Yeah.
2, and Brotherhood, which
Yeah.
was the third one. But basically, like those 3 games together, I thought were, when they were on that track, I was hooked. It was so good. I loved Revelations when it came out, but then I hated it also because it ended the story.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, what I thought was going to be the overarching theme through every Assassin's Creed game from now on is done.
Yeah.
Also, kind of speaking like very similarly, where it's the third one isn't the third one in the entry. Resident Evil. It wasn't until I played Code Veronica, which was intended to be Resident Evil 3. It's just that because of, I think, licensing, they had to turn the spin-off into number 3 or name it number 3.
Yeah.
So Nemesis, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis is a spin-off. That's supposed to be a spin-off, but it's marketed as a mainline game. Resident Evil Code Veronica is the real number 3.
Yeah.
So like 1, 2, and then Code Veronica. Holy shit, that is a solid trio.
I mean, 3 is
Yeah.
great too. Like original 3 is great too. I think even that is like a trio. And funny enough, speaking of, I was thinking of the Resident Evil. I was thinking like, Resident Evil, Silent Hill. What would you guys say is the third in that? Because
Well, okay, so we're agreeing. I think Desmond would make a great.
yeah,
I think that was,
For-
that
I think
was
it's the best
suitable.
I think
that
that's
we can think
very
of.
suitable
Yeah.
third person.
Or
unless
Wario.
I think of someone else.
Or Wario.
Sure, yeah.
Right.
Game & Watch
The
actually.
treasure.
Should
Or-
think about it.
Olimar from Pikmin.
I mean, you're onto something.
Dick Cheney. Duck Hunt Dog.
Yeah.
But
But what would you guys put for Silent Hill, Resident Evil? There's plenty of survival horror games, but what would be the third?
No, there's an answer to this. What is
Evil Within.
I thought
Maybe? I mean,
because
maybe.
Evil Within is Dead Space.
you could do that. That's a good one.
Dead Space. Yeah. You could say Dead Space is happening in the future. Well, no, but yeah, I think
Oh,
they're
we're
all
saying-
3.
I thought we were just
No,
picking
no,
like
I
the
was
top.
just-
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
No, we
oh.
just picked. No, we are. Let's pick 3.
Gotcha,
No,
gotcha.
I think Dead Space.
That's a good one.
I think
I
Dead
think it
Space would
worked.
round that out.
I think it's better than Evil Within.
Oh, definitely.
Like I'm trying to think. I mean, like Siren, but that didn't blow up, and that's like no way. So there's like a ton that I could think of that I feel like would fit. Depends on I think it just depends on what Resident Evil and Silent Hill game you're picking too.
easy.
Mhm.
Death Stranding.
There you go. They're all strand
Uh,
types. They're all stranding types.
They're all Strand
No,
type games.
that-
They must
yeah.
be because I said so.
Yeah.
That would be Death Stranding, Metal Gear Solid, and then another movie.
A movie?
Another, like,
A movie.
3-hour.
Whatever
Well, I'm
movie he
thinking-
likes.
oh, I said movie because those
Yeah,
games
movies.
play like there's
Oh,
like
fuck it.
4-hour segments where it's
I-
like you're just walking or watching.
I
a video.
remember my first Metal Gear Solid was 4 because it came out on my PS3, and I remember being like,
Yeah,
"Whoa!"
that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Peak
Yeah.
cinema. Like that shit blew my mind. I was like, it was cool at the time.
So
but I do want to throw one more trio of characters before we move on, which is Sly, Murray, and Bentley
Oh, yeah. I actually-
from Sly Cooper.
I
played
forgot about
those.
them. Yeah, that's a great one.
You haven't played Sly Cooper?
You'd love them.
That seems crazy because you would. I feel like you would love it.
Oh,
Also, I guess
okay.
trio of PlayStation mascots is Jack and Dexter, Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper.
Ah,
pretty
yeah,
much.
hell
3.
yeah. Hell
That's
yeah.
another good. Like, and that one, those are all great. I would recommend all. Yeah,
Yeah.
you do strike me as a
Jack and
Sly
Dexter.
Cooper.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah,
That's so
yeah.
funny. That is so funny. So, I think we should move on to kind of start wrapping up. I think the last one I could really think of for like genres would be film. Because I think
No,
there's some
did we not
that
do
there's
film? I
nothing
didn't
too.
No,
we
we did
did
TV shows.
Yeah.
I
So-
forgot we didn't really do film.
So the first example I said was Evil Dead, obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Drag Me to Hell. It's a very similar kind of premise. And then Graveyard Shift with the fucking 1,000-pound detective or whatever. Either that or Brain Dead, I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. I'd probably swap in Demons personally. But yeah.
Oh, that's true.
That one just feels like very much similar. Like it fits in the same
other
sort of thing.
Movies.
Other than that, I could only think of characters. The classic trio would be Luke, Han, and Leia.
I was
I
about to
think
say,
is that.
Star Wars also famously
Trios.
3-themed
Yeah.
all
true.
the time.
True.
It's literally 3 trilogies.
And
very
3 of them are
quality.
bad. Yeah.
And they
3
all
bad
like
movies.
and almost always centering around a main
3
cast
people,
of
yeah.
3
3 people.
characters.
Luke, Han, Leia, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Padme, and then Rey, Finn, and Poe Dameron.
But kind of more Kylo.
Was it good?
That's again
I
just one of the
guess.
many things they kind of fucked up in the sequel trilogy.
Yeah. That's why
you know?
those
They
movies
kind
were
of
bad.
forgot about Poe and then still tried to make him the,
That's true,
the
yeah.
third main character.
And then they forgot about
also
Finn.
wanted Kylo to be the main
Yeah.
character.
How do we make movies
And
with
they-
3
they
characters?
basically-
This
they-
is so hard.
They made a triangle, like a 3-character movie where they just swapped out one of the vertices like every
Yeah, it's like when you fuck up when you're like doing like some 3D modeling or some shit, you're like fucking one dots all the
Wait, no, crap.
Shit, where's the other one? It's out of balance. Fuck.
And at
Oh,
least in the
shit.
in the OG trilogy, we were talking to Dala too.
Yeah.
You've even got the ancillary characters as a trio. You got Chewbacca, fucking C-3PO, and
The Master Droid.
R2D2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ship.
You got Darth Vader,
Oh.
Palpatine, and Peter Cushing.
And then
Oh,
when
you
they
got-
did...
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, not really.
I
but
mean,
yeah.
in the for the first movie,
Yeah.
kind of.
Does
but
Palpatine
the
show up?
Palpatine, no, he
That's what I was
existed
saying,
in
is it-
presence.
Fair,
in,
fair.
you know.
And, like, yeah.
He was mentioned,
Yeah. They name dropped him. Yeah.
but yeah, Star Wars is definitely going to be a big one. I mean, the
Mhm.
trilogy structure for modern movies has become very well known. Obviously, I'm going to bring up
Sure.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Only 3 characters in that bad boy, too.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I guess I had
I mean,
Frodo, Schmeagol.
funny
For a
enough-
while, yeah, actually, yeah.
Sam,
You get
yeah.
two different trios, kind of. You get the Hobbits.
You
and
do.
You get,
Yeah, they do. The dwarf and my axe and the other one.
Yeah, basically after the breaking of the Fellowship, it is essentially two trios. But yeah, that as a 3-set movie, very well arced, very good. I would say that I also want to throw out there just the I feel like the trilogy story act it's existed for a long time.
100%.
Organizing things into 3s when it comes to stories
Yeah.
is ancient.
Yeah.
It is like the original, the Aristotelian story format. And because of that, it creates a very great structure that so many different stories can utilize and do correctly. And that's why you see it so much in books. That's why you see it so much in movies. So I did also want to just like touch on that I think it's also always so interesting that this is just such a repeated pattern because humans have kind of fallen into this repetition where
Beginning,
we
middle,
expect
end.
the 3 acts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we expect
Rule of
it,
threes.
and so
Rule of thirds. Even when
rules
you're
of
framing
threes,
a picture,
yeah.
rule of thirds. It's
Mm.
it's very interesting. And honestly,
Math.
on that note, I feel like that's a really good note to end on. Unless you guys have any other, I can't think of any other trios.
I got one more.
the Dark Knight trilogy.
Ditch, best one.
Evil Dead trilogy.
This isn't movies, but Mr. Bean, Mr. Beast, and Mr. Barack Obama. That's my trilogy.
Did you write that down? It looks.
There you go.
No, I'm just on my phone.
That's Perfect.
Okay.
And I was like looking up other movie trilogies too. Yeah, see if there's anything. But I think I'm good. I think otherwise.
I was just thinking, are there singing groups where there's three
Oh,
people?
there's
The Jonas Brothers.
Nirvana.
There you go.
Well, I mean, it's not
Jonas
singing.
Brothers.
The best trio.
Nirvana.
Bare Naked Ladies. I don't
Nobody
know if
knows who
there's
that
three
is.
people. It's
Susie and the Banshees. The two Banshees.
Oh, that's true.
The
Alright.
three Rolling Stones.
That's
it.
I think that's all of them.
That's everyone, yeah,
So
we go.
I think there's nothing we can do. Other than that, it's just the sex bombs from Scott Pilgrim.
Hmm. Are they truly?
That was like
Are
five
they-
people.
What?
Yeah, aren't there like 4 people? 4 or 5 people?
The bombs? No, it's 3 of them.
Okay, I was like, I don't remember.
Bass, guitar, drums.
Oh, no,
And
I'm thinking of
vocals.
Lyle takes over.
I was like,
That's why, because
Yeah.
Lyle becomes, or Neil or whatever, because like he's
Neil.
young
Neil.
Neil, but then
He becomes their
Neil.
bassist when Scott's not in the band.
Hmm.
I see.
But he doesn't
Okay,
count.
Okay.
But no, I think that's
Yeah,
about it as far as
Yeah.
the key important ones. I mean, I think it's getting repetitive after this now.
No,
Too.
but,
Hey,
I mean, we
and
got us.
As always, we always need to remember the greatest trio out
Oh.
there.
Us.
No, dumb, and idea.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Us.
Where would we be
Yeah.
without those?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dibs, I'm the idea.
I'll be done.
Oh, I'll be no.
There, perfect.
All right, perfect.
We're
Even
actually in
though,
order
frankly,
in the
I
Zoom,
don't-
too.
Although I don't think that that it's all accurate, but yeah.
No, that's fine. I mean, I love...
No, you know
Actually, wait.
you know how simplification goes. It's 100% accurate.
Quick question, actually, before we dip out. I just thought of right now. What is your favorite archetype of the trios, typically? Like, Ed and Eddie, like the dumb one, the anxious smart one, or the bossy, like, or like... I guess in a trio, what do you find that you typically? Because I do love the
you
dumb
want?
big one is my typical, like Eddie was fucking my favorite. Charlie's my favorite. I mean, it's not a trio, but whatever, you know, like
Yeah.
that archetype.
So I like the yeah, I like when you got the big dumb sweetheart who's also like the muscle, the big
Mhm.
dumb muscle.
Mm-hmm.
The wild card. Yeah, the wild card. You know, you never know where they're what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
And then the straight man. Yeah, I think that's got to be it. The dumb one, the straight one,
Or-
and then the crazy one.
Gotcha. I was saying like which of the
I
three
feel like
do you feel
my-
like you like the most, but yeah.
Oh,
Which
Because
of
I-
the 3 do I like? the
Yeah,
most?
because like I was like I like the dumb, like I like Knuckles. He's like the big buff dude. Eddie's the big dumb one. Blossom's the tough, not big, but you know, tough
Mhm.
one. Like, which of the 3 is your favorite? I meant, but that's a great
Ah,
answer
it
too. Yeah.
We should have done that though. We should have taken the dumb one from the trio, the dumb one from this trio, and then the dumb one from
Oh, make
that
a trio
and
of.
make the
Combine.
dumb trio. Yeah.
Well, that's mine. Knuckles,
Yeah.
Eddie, and Blossom. There you go. That's mine.
Yeah, dude. That's holy shit. Those are powerhouses right there.
I like that.
Bubbles, Billy from Grim Adventures,
Oh,
Blue
oh
Eddie, and
my
Ed.
God.
And Ed.
Yikes.
That's awesome. That's a good one.
I can't think
A group of
one.
people I'm almost certain that I saw on a Cartoon Network advertisement.
Oh, true. Yeah, true. Because they're always like
Oh,
watching
yeah.
movies together
That's
or
true.
something.
Because
Going
they
grocery shopping.
would do that where they would split up the characters and they
Yeah.
would put the like characters from different shows together. in a
Like watching a
place.
movie in a theater or some shit. I fucking missed those. That was so good. But nah, that's just a quick question I thought of at the last
Hell yeah.
as we wrapped up. I don't know if we want to do as a trio of plugs or anything or shout outs.
Well, the only thing I got
Good.
to plug is the shop. You know, Angry Goose Games. Go ahead and buy your. If you're in the East Bay area, go ahead and buy your any TCG that you try to collect. Just go check out their stuff. Maybe they'll have it. But it's a great shop, and the shop is currently being filmed. And yeah, we hope to have at least another episode out soon within the month. So you know, be excited for that.
Nice.
Nothing for me.
You can follow me at thedala.art. Like I mentioned, I got a bunch of art I'm working on, and hopefully it will be out or done in April, and like places you could potentially purchase it, or at least, purchase it essentially. But yeah, no, so just follow me at thedala.art to stay on top of the. I got a few things going on, and then follow us at No Dumb Idea. Keep up. We're actually I don't want to give too much away, but we've been thinking about doing some new adjustments and changes in format. So make sure you're following us on YouTube and anywhere you can get podcasts. We'll give you updates as it comes. But yeah, thanks for
some new stuff coming.
Yeah, with some cool new stuff. Hopefully, cool new stuff. But shout out to Billy and Mandy and Rick. Put the
shout out to Off Kilter Trios.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's my favorite. Yeah. Shout out to villains in the trios. Get that love triangle going.
Yeah.
Get toxic
Oh,
with
yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Drama.
Oh, I forgot to mention it, but shout out to the movie Challengers. All right.
That's, yeah.
Oh my
We're
God,
talking
yeah,
about
that's
trios.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Thank you for listening to No Dumb Idea.